impossible. That's right, Soto. La Pulga. Nickname is the Flea. And start round number 1. Two guys, once again, known for volume.
Well, little guys are going to be known for volume most of the time, right?
Yeah, it's just the nature of the beast here.
And these guys both super high level.
Yeah. Southpaw versus right-hander, so he's figuring out to do here in the early going.
Probably the only reason why there isn't any feeling out right now is because of the Southpaw orthodox. But
yeah,
once these guys get going, it's going to be all downhill. Ooh, good body shot on the inside there.
Badillo took on Gerardo Zapata on our air. That was a title eliminator 140 days ago. Knocked down the taller, rangier fighter. I believe he's in round number 4, if memory serves me. But his power was kind of the difference in that fight.
It was an impressive performance.
Yeah.
You know, it was a good scrappy fight, which I expect here as well. But you mentioned the title implications for the winner of this fight. A lot of potential for the winner here. A lot on the line tonight. These guys could very easily step right into a world title fight after a win here.
Yeah, in these weight classes, you get there a lot quicker. And honestly, one good win is always a potential setup for a world title.
Took over the top.
Shot there by Badillo.
Badillo, not a puncher, but respectable power.
Yeah. Elwin Soto, when he puts it together, real speed and power.
Badillo's being the boss here.
Yeah.
Controlling the centers, being able to back up Soto. Very, very smooth stuff here from Badillo in round 1.
Against Katsunari Takayama, that was in 2021. Scored a knockout in that fight. Very impressive performance. Soto really had power on display then. Hasn't had a knockout since. A little bit of an early stoppage, but man, he was unloading in that fight.
That's the thing with these smaller weights. To make money and get those title fights, you're gonna have to go to Japan. And it's just that side of the world dominates these lower weights. And also, they pay. They pay to see the smaller weights, which they don't do as much on this side of the world.
Yeah.
Badillo controlled the ring in this first round. Soto's been circling. Neither guy's landed the super clean shots. They both had a very high guard. Still battling and jockeying for position here. Now it's Soto trying to come forward and take control of the ring. Clash your heads, guys.
But for me, Badillo with the combination punching, even if they're not super clean or effective, is winning the round. Here comes Soto, though.
Playing about some low blows, but they're starting to loosen up and unload at the end of round number 1.
The Dignity Act of 2025, H.R. 4393, gives workers and families, including DACA recipients, protection from fear of deportation and the separation of families. The hardworking people that work on these industries are not felons or criminals. This legislation will allow these workers to apply for dignity status while not leaving the country. They are essential and frontline workers who feed and care for the United States of America and the world. Thank you, Congresswoman Salazar and Congresswoman Escobar, for introducing legislation to solve a much overdue solution for the people and for our country. Let's give dignity and respect to the hardworking people and their families that they deserve by supporting H.R. 4393.
Starting to open up, end of round number 1. Now look at that to continue in round number 2. Remember, 10 rounders tonight. Just had one to finish off the Future Stars portion of our show. That was a world title fight, WBC Super Flyweight Women's World Title. Now on for the light flyweights, 10 rounds again. Remember, against Zapata, it took Badillo a little while to get the timing. Zapata, a very awkward guy, very rangy, but once he found it, he was able to land some really good punches.
Soto, not an awkward guy,
no,
but
much more conventional.
Yeah, much more conventional, but he's tricky. He's tricky, very, very deceptive the way that he's able to close the distance, and he fights small to his advantage.
And more physical speed than Zapata. Zapata wasn't that fast. He was rangy, loopy punches. Soto a bit tighter.
Yeah, both guys are high guards. When they get in tight. They're looking to get in tight and let go of the hurtful punches. You see at this range, I see a lie. They're looking to work at very close range.
The right hook, though, of Badillo has been very effective. He's looping around the guard, that high guard, as you said, Jim. But here comes Soto.
The numbers are starting to get up, right? I mean, we talked about this might be a punch counter number once they get going. And one of the reasons is they like to throw combinations. The other reason is they like to fight at that close range, which makes a lot of combinations possible.
Also, the rule of thumb in combat sports is the lower the weight class, the more kinds of punches you're going to see. The kinds of offense.
More output, right?
Yeah, it just gets more varied. So these guys can throw every punch well.
Good body shot there by Soto.
Heavyweight, you can throw 3 good punches.
Is that
you
right
go
hook?
pretty far. Yeah. At this weight class, you got to go.
That right hook there from Soto, which is a great weapon against the southpaw. Beautifully timed shot. Good looking stuff on both these guys.
And they're both just so responsible.
Yes.
Hands up, chin down, good movement.
Well placed, super precise with their punches.
There's a high
thrown.
level.
Yeah, very, very high level.
But you said it, Chris, on this side of the world, like, it's high level a lot because, these guys don't make the big money, don't make pay-per-view money. You can see high-level guys at this level.
And also, Jimmy, the population, the talent pool is so small here. You got to fight real guys early.
Real quick.
So these guys that are, close to 20 or 20-plus fights, like, they've been in world-class fights for a long time. Most of their
all over
career.
the world.
Right.
And no setup punches here, or throwaway punches. Everything is hurtful.
Another thing about the opposite stance is hard to use the jabs. They step in with power.
Back and forth. I would never want to be a judge tonight. You influence your judges. You got your work cut out for you with these guys.
And there is no your turn, my turn. They're both looking for their opportunities the whole time. You want to see technique a lot of times. Don't look at the higher guys. Look at these guys.
Yeah.
You'll see the
it is more of a need for skill here because you can get away with power to offset the lack of technique in the bigger weight classes. Not big here. I mean, listen, I don't remember guys like Michael Hall was very good. But for the most part, he also was an Olympian, so he was also good technique. So technique will spare you in these weight classes.
And also, when you look at, for example, great performance, obviously, a week ago from Bam Rodriguez, he's talking about, well, he's got to move up to make the money. Like, you could be as good, you could be great.
Yeah.
You got to move up. The monster, in a way, same thing. In a way, you got to move up.
If you don't have those, you don't have those dance partners, right? I mean, Carvajal at Chiquita, right? So,
yes.
I was going to say, it's not so much it is to move up. It's just that the dance partners, he doesn't have the talent. Because he's blown them all away. I think it's more of a Roy Jones effect. He's fought a lot of good fighters, but he's beat them so handily. You're like, yeah, but that guy wasn't that good, or that guy was shot. No, Bam is just that good.
And these the gas tanks for these weight classes, off the charts. They can go like this all night. Oh, yeah. Good straight punches from Badillo.
oh, good shot. That real short right hook on the inside again, Chan. You mentioned that it works on southpaw.
Tried it again there. And leave with the lead left. Oh, good body shot.
Ripping
Soto
shot.
Like I said, no throwaway punches here. Both guys with intent on every single shot.
We've been excited for this fight for a while. This had classic written all over it. And you can see the way that these guys are performing tonight. Both came in fantastic shape with great game plans. Woo, big swing and a miss there from Soto, but he's really going for it here in round 3.
And Badillo was the bully early on in the fight. Right now, Soto looking like the guy moving his man back.
Good body shot and response from
One good
Soto.
body shot deserves another, right?
Or 2 or 3.
And no single punches from these guys.
I was
Great
just going to
combination.
take the words out of my mouth, Jimmy. Everything is a combination of these guys.
Good angle there from Badillo. I like when he steps around. He goes to the weak side, keeps the punches going. Beautiful defense there. Slides back right to the center of the ring. Nice combination. So that was in round 1. That's what I thought gave Badillo the round. He got away from that in round 2, but he's back to it here in 3.
Yeah, I think he got away from it because he gets backed up. I think it's tougher to throw combinations when you get backed up.
Yeah, Soto was kind of, not asleep, but he was like collecting data in round 1. Round 2, he came out with his game plan.
And that's the thing about when you throw punches in bunches, right? Some of those shots will get through clean.
That's the thing. When you get a combination puncher, your opponent thinks you're done, and then boom, 1 more, 2 more comes through. Like that.
That uppercut splitting the guard, great stuff.
Badillo comes right back with a similar combination. Nice little short uppercut, but a body shot from Soto in response.
Man, great hand speed from both of these guys.
The precision is so impressive, too.
Oh, good shot again.
Soto's had himself a good round. I mean, they've both done good work, but I think Soto has done a good job of controlling this fight.
So tricky.
This round.
It's a bit cleaner from Soto.
Jala aire, recibe. Jala aire. Mira, güey, quiero que hagas esto. Quiero que cada que entres tires de golpes, 3 o 4 golpes, 3 o 4 golpes. Y luego mueve la cabeza, no hagas pausas, ¿sabes por qué te digo? Porque después lo que haces, te quedas parado y te pega, güey. Después de que pegues,
que te va a tirar fuerte, nada más está tirando un golpe fuerte, güey. Contragolpeáselo. No te me quedes tanto tiempo. Más agua.
Ready to begin round number 4. Very good round number 3 for Elwin Soto.
Yeah, very tricky with his offense in that round. Found some big shots, eye-catching shots that could have been enough to steal the round. Because otherwise, it was a very good back and forth round. Both guys were efficient and successful. And effective.
La Pulga, he jumps around a lot. Maybe that's it. It could be. Tough, and he jumps
Very
around.
bouncy, very hard to kill.
Badillo starting the round like he knew the round 3 was not his. Starting out very aggressive.
Nice combination there from Badillo. He's got to take control of the ring here now. Soto did a great job last round.
Also, good job negating the size advantage. Badillo tonight, certainly the bigger guy, but Soto doing a good job moving forward. Ooh, nice hook. Chris, you know all about fighting a speedy southpaw. That hook over the top, great job so far from Badillo using it.
Yeah, that's been a great punch that he's going around the guard. You mentioned these guys have a high guard defense oftentimes, and that right hook going around it, followed by the straight left hand down the middle from Badillo. Excellent combination. There it is again.
Yeah, Badillo's got a better round this round. He needed it. Some good shots here.
And he's building off his offense.
Oh, another good hook.
Mixing his shot up top. Good counter there as well. No, your turn, my turn here.
No, he's hitting you on the way in and the way out.
Soto going to the body and trying to slow down this attack. Good strategy against a taller guy.
Badillo doing a really nice job of using his offense on the way in and the way out. Very difficult to deal with a guy like that. And much more defensively sound this round.
You see why Badillo's undefeated, 18-0. Oh. Both these guys, good combination. Oh, man, Soto hurts.
Soto makes himself small on the ropes, which is smart, but he might be hurt.
But he's not stopping with the offense.
Getting overwhelmed here.
You can almost hear Soto saying, man, when's he going to stop?
Yeah.
At this weight class, it doesn't happen, right?
I think Soto was smart, though, to get himself small and smother the shots. Because now, he allowed Badillo to punch himself out, and Soto has a chance to rebound with some shots of his own.
Soto bleeding out of his nose.
Speaking of punches up out, Badillo definitely looks like he's taking a little reprieve here. And Soto was smart, went right to the body with both hands.
There he is again.
Good body work again. As soon as he pins Badillo on the ropes.
Nice step around there from Badillo, preventing himself from getting himself trapped on the ropes there. And with the ring to your back, Now you have space to get breathers if you want to step back.
Trying to finish the round strong.
Yeah, Soto never gave, Badillo never gave Soto that chance to breathe. Nice step around again from Badillo, though.
Excellent round. Good round for Badillo.
Yeah.
Soto came back a little bit, but I don't think it was enough. Badillo had a fantastic round, pinning Soto on the rope, scored a lot when he had him there.
But that veteran recovery from Soto, as you said, up against the ropes. We're going to see it right now.
Yeah, Badillo here pins him on the ropes, unloads, doesn't land his man off. May have punched himself out a little bit, which Soto took advantage of, but nonetheless, great work done. Did damage. You saw blood from the nose of Soto. You saw him trying to hold on for the very first time. Badillo asserting himself well in round 4.
Badillo 8 knockouts and 18 wins. Soto 13 knockouts and 23 wins. Both respectable numbers for this weight class.
Yeah, I mean,
not powder puff punches.
honestly, Badillo, to me, he looks like he carries more power than 8 KOs and 18 wins. From what I've seen in this fight and his last fight against Zapata, Soto 13 KOs and 23 rings, very respectable. But also, both these guys have been fighting at world-class level for a while, so you don't score knockouts often with those kind of guys.
Look at the total punches landed 75 to 55.
Wow.
That's in 4 rounds, guys.
34.
rounds.
This is the weight class.
34 to 19 in round 4, which when you pin him on the ropes, you really, really rack the numbers up.
Well, that's why this weight class, despite the lack of power, can be so entertaining.
Nice combination, sharp and inside. 4-3 uppercut hook.
Both guys so good at those guard-splitting shots.
Both guys so poised, relaxed. That's why those punches come off the way they do in combination.
Both guys also like that high guard, so there's no choice but to try to split the guard.
Impressed with Badillo's ability to get to the body of Soto. You got a guy who's shorter, he fights in a crouch position. Not a lot of opportunities for those body shots, but Badillo's fighting. Nice body shot from Soto.
Soto's trying to use that hook to the body. He realizes Badillo likes to step out that way, and I think he's trying to prevent that by using that hook to the body and make Badillo maybe step the other way. Because Badillo, for a couple of rounds, is using that as a good escape route to go to his right, step around.
And the other guy's really allowed to take a breath. As soon as they stop for a second, the other guy's on him.
Clash of heads again. Not the first one, but southpaw right-hander. Can't happen.
Looks like it was high in the head, more in the hairline. Doesn't look like there's any blood. At least not on Badillo. He's the one complaining about the clash.
Gentlemen, watch your heads, all right? Time in.
Take a look at it.
Oh, yeah, that was like two rams.
Crown of the head.
That was a nice one.
Lucky we didn't get a cut there.
Yeah.
Like 2 rams, right? Good hook there. Yep. And Soto again, he uses that hook now. This time he uses it upstairs to the head.
I love how Badillo runs those numbers as soon as you stand still in front of him.
Yeah. As I said, you just can't take a breath. There's no break at all.
Cotto looks like he's no longer trying to match Badillo punch for punch, and he's just going for power shots.
Yeah. And putting the punches together still. Badillo trying to keep those punches shorter. Nice combination and around.
Quiero que haga esto, que lo haga fallar para que cuando usted lo pueda contragolpear. Hazlo, puede ser. Vámonos pues, cabrón, échale ahí. Güey, vamos bien, pero tienes que echarle ganas, mira, güey. Lo único malo que sabes que es malo.
halfway through this 10-round fight. December 18th, Fort Lauderdale, the return of Ramon Cardenas. Erik Badillo Robles. Mexican versus the Mexican-American. Cardenas introduced himself to the world against the Monster Noya in a way. He'll be back on our air. Can't wait to see him fight again. And this has been all action halfway through this 10-rounder. As we said in the beginning, really don't want to be a judge for this fight.
This is one of those fights where we should have reminded everyone at home. Make sure you have your drinks ready. Make sure you get your popcorn ready, because you can't get up at any point during these fights.
Just like the fight, you got 1 minute to recover.
Yeah, it's not enough time. Not enough time.
Soto starting out aggressive this round.
Yeah, I think it's smart of Soto to come out aggressive this round, because he was getting outworked last round by Badillo's combination punching. Push off with the elbow there.
Referee's all over.
Nah, super.
Saw that one.
He's the best. He sees everything.
You know how I know the referee's been good? We haven't had to talk about them at all tonight. We'll look at the influencer score. Elijah Kidwell has it 49-46 to Badillo. Badillo has it for Soto.
Is that kind of fight, guys?
Wow, okay. Johnson 47-48.
It is that kind of
Soto.
fight.
Yep. So who knows how the judges are seeing this one. I think I would have Badillo slightly ahead, gentlemen.
Yeah.
If I had to pick.
I got Badillo slightly ahead, but
Soto coming forward and putting the numbers together as well.
yeah. But also, I think the harder shots are from Soto. So if you like the harder punches, the ones that seem to be more damaging, maybe you like Soto. I like the numbers of Badillo though. More consistent.
Could be more accurate too.
Nice. More accurate. I think defensively, I think he's a little more sound. Showing good ring generalship. Ooh, good shot.
That's
Big
a
shot
fight
there.
to go though here.
Yeah, and as soon as we say that, Soto comes back with a good straight right.
You're getting that step around from Badillo. He does that well.
Yep.
Good defense there from Soto. He holds position.
Again, I think it was a very smart adjustment by Soto to not try to match Badillo punch for punch. Rack the numbers up to land the bigger, cleaner shots.
Another thing about Badillo, if you remember the Zapata fight, he scored a knockdown there. That was his separator. He was able to assert his power. Tonight, had Soto against the ropes briefly, landing a good combination. I don't think he's ever really had Soto hurt.
A little clash of the heads there too. Soto head hit the nose of Badillo.
Oh, good body shot from Badillo.
Body shot in return as well. Close rounds, close fight, gentlemen.
Very, very close. This is very nipped up. Better round for Soto, but here we see Badillo lifting up the head and then going straight down to the body with that straight left hand down to the pit of the stomach. When he lets those hands go in combination, it's hard not to take note. But Soto always roars back with big power shots.
Y si él se va,
It's going to be interesting as will we see conditioning become an issue. But these guys in phenomenal shape. Round 7, scheduled for 10. When I was asked about this card earlier tonight, what do you think we're going to see? I said, we're going to see a lot of punches and a lot of rounds. Just what you see from this weight class. Look at the power punches landed. 107 to 79 for Badillo. A significant lead.
Yeah, let's face all those combinations. Running those numbers up. He doesn't seem like he's really trying to hit Soto all that hard except for those body shots.
Good accurate shot there though.
Yeah.
he varies well because he comes up the middle with the straight shots. He goes around with the body shots. Comes underneath. I mean, Soto's undeterred. He puts together some nice combinations too, but I think the classier combinations certainly from Badillo.
And for me, it's the consistency. Badillo just seems to be more consistent. No.
And better shot selection there. Nice shot there from Badillo.
Ripping body shot.
Return from Soto, and then return from Badillo. Sorry.
And pushed him back with the head a bit there.
Yeah, you see that nice little uppercut off the combination from Badillo. Classy stuff.
They decided this round to fight in the pocket.
Soto with the stronger shots. Again, the champ is like you said, what do you like better? The harder shots, the classier,
nice uppercut,
cleaner shots of Badillo.
Snap the head back to Soto.
Again, you see, Badillo doesn't throw as hard, but he makes sure he puts some accuracy on these shots.
He also builds his offense too.
Yeah, he's using some throwaway punches now. Remember earlier on in the fight, we were saying both guys throwing everything hard. Badillo's starting to actually use some of those throwaway punches to set up the cleaner ones.
Both guys have been pretty effective to the body all night long. Really leaving no stone unturned.
Yeah, the punching variety, both these guys, very, very impressive. Not just hooks to the body, but every now and then Badillo throws that stab jab right to the center of the chest. It's been an effective punch for him as well. You see, he went to the blind uppercut. Soto that time saw it. Countered well off of it.
See, I like movements like that, where he's cutting these angles, he slips and slides, he's using defense.
Yeah, classy stuff here, Badillo.
And then he stops on a dime and fires. He looks more comfortable.
And he's the more athletic guy.
Yeah,
that shows. You see steps around. Soto, though, undaunted. He'll keep bringing it. Again, he throws hard punches. Again, that step around from Badillo. Soto had done a good job of cutting it off a couple of rounds back, using those left hooks to the body to prevent Badillo from going that way, but he's gone away from that now.
Nice shot at the end of the round. Another good one from Badillo.
Statement made at the end of the round.
Aquí, güey. No te quedes, quiebra, güey. Quiebra la cintura para que falle. Ya lo tienes ahí en la distancia. ¿Por qué no le tiras la derecha? Te estás amarrando, güey. Suéltate. Vámonos.
Apenas. Bien, güey. No te me... acá. No te me distraigas, güey. Necesitamos que sigas trabajando combinaciones que le estén pegando al cuerpo, güey. Estamos trabajando bien, güey.
And look at the end of the round. First off, classic stuff in the middle of the round by both fighters. Look at that straight left hand. Went to that a few times, and at the end of the round, really asserted himself with some great power punches, did Badillo.
Yeah, I hope the judges are paying attention to the slick defense by Badillo that he's starting to show here these last couple of rounds. He slips and slides with these punches, and sometimes they look like they land. We saw in that replay, none of those landed.
3 more rounds to go.
Yeah, Badillo is forced to show his class here tonight because of the opponent in front of him. I didn't think he was this slick.
Paul pointed out in previous fights, we're starting to hear the cabron coming from the corners, you know, and start getting upset.
That's when it gets urgent.
Right, start getting urgent.
Very urgent.
Not going to give you the translation, look it up at home.
Oh.
I mean, Jaquan is not happy with what he's doing.
That's what I mean, AKA, need to step on it.
Oh, nice, straight left. Southpaw speed, that power shot from that side, really incredible. Good hook over the top.
When you fight a determined guy, you know how you domesticate them? It's not hitting them, because they're going to hit you back. It's making them miss. That's how you domesticate a tough, determined guy. You keep making them miss. And Badillo's been able to do that, and that's where you see the change in Soto.
When you used to watch Mayweather fights in his prime, when I was watching people didn't know fighting, they would say, why isn't his opponent throwing anymore? It's like, because he can't hit him, and
then he pays for it.
And he pays for it, and it's disheartening. Right?
Yeah, the not hitting him is one thing. It's when you know you got to pay every time you miss. Or you say, okay, maybe I won't throw because I might miss and pay.
But also, then you're thinking and you're a step behind already.
Well, Pernell Whitaker was not a great puncher. He'd make you miss to the point where you stop throwing, right?
And then he walked it down.
Then you walk it down, yeah.
Pernell was a really underrated body puncher. He used to hurt guys
very
with
good body puncher. Yeah. Very true.
Shoulder to the head, guys.
Both fighters word.
I think that was
the shoulder, yeah. But he has been using
both guys being worn? Because
Shoulders, headbutts. Nip and tuck, you know. Your opponent starts to get on your nerves after a while if you spend enough time in the ring with him, you know?
Familiarity breeds contempt, gentlemen. That's how the story goes.
Good body shot there by Badillo and then converts it to a combination up top. Nice classy stuff.
I think Badillo's starting to pull away in this fight. Soto slowing down a bit.
And that was what we had the keys to victory was assert yourself late, be the boss late. And Badillo did that in his last fight against Zapata. He's doing it again here.
I wondered if conditioning might start being a factor in this fight. Soto, although he came in great shape, starting to slow down a bit.
Well, again, the shot selection of Badillo makes the body punches more surprising. See, Soto throws hard body punches, but they're not as creative. So a lot of times they land on the arm, which though they work, they're not as clean. Badillo is much more creative with his punches, so his body punches can be more surprising. Therefore hurt more.
Badillo's starting to be the boss.
Not looking good here. He's getting hit with some big shots, walk down. Looked very uncomfortable at the end of that round.
And Badillo throws his hands up.
He feels it.
Well earned. Well earned. He's looking real sharp.
People who don't appreciate these kind of fights at this weight class, I don't know what you want, because the technique is there, the speed is there. Yeah, maybe not the power, but man, incredible stuff so far. 2 rounds to go.
Listen, it's one thing to look this good. It's another thing to do it against a solid world-class opponent like Soto. Elwin Soto came here to win, and he's a very good fighter. Badillo is showing his class.
Deep breathing in his corner.
2 more rounds to go. Momentum is all on the side of Badillo. Still a close fight, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this is over. Still a very close fight, but you gotta think Badillo's in the driver's seat right now.
But he needs to close the show. As you said, 2 rounds left. Start of round number 9. Going right to it. Straight left to the body. And he's done some good work against the ropes. Not where Soto wants to be.
Soto really put himself on the ropes there. Look at the cutover ring by Badillo. Side step, side step. Ooh, steps around.
Yeah, he's done that a lot, that side step, that step around. And a lot of times, not just step around to use the escape. Sometimes stepping around and create new punching angles and punching off it. There's really bothered Soto. Yeah, see that step around and look, he's looking to punch right away.
Doesn't forget the body. Sets up the combinations upstairs. Throwaway punches up top. Ooh, good shot there by Soto.
Yeah, that time he chased him a little tall on the lead side, yep.
And that woke Soto up.
Now Soto doing work against the ropes.
Great conditioning shown by these guys.
You wouldn't expect any less, right, guys?
Yeah. I mean, everything we said was going to live up to.
Shot there. You see the difference? Soto lands the shots. He doesn't step around. Badillo will throw some good cut punches and step around to the weak side of Soto. Soto will throw some good punches, but then kind of languish in there. See, that's right there. He threw a right hand, he languished in there, and it's Badillo returning, and then what does Badillo do? Step around.
He doesn't admire his work, Paulie. He steps out and set up the next combination.
It's a little bit more class, and that's what's allowing that little bit of difference. Probably likely on the scorecards.
Very complete fighter. Very complete. Offense, defense, poise,
and combination from Soto, but again, he's in right in front, and Badillo can return fire.
Looks like Badillo has made a concerted effort to the body this round. Picking sides, going right side, left side.
I think this round is still very much up for grabs. Soto has had his moments.
Yeah, Badillo's having a better round than last round. I mean, just undeterred, so durable. The slickness from Badillo. Slip, slide.
And then uses it to fire right back. Doesn't admire the slipping either, Jimmy. And right back firing. Look at the triple, quadruple uppercut.
And stays on him. Side step, cuts him off. Still keeps defensively sound.
Good stuff.
No mental breaks for either fighter.
Oh, rocked him. Rocked him with a right hook.
Strong finish to round number 9 for Badillo.
Thursday, December 18th, ProBox TV says Merry Fistmas with another episode of the Contender Series. KO artist Ramon Cardenas returns against Eric Robles in the Don't Blink main event, while Olympic hero Hebert Consensau and Paul the Punisher Kroll collide in the co-feature. 7 p.m. on Amazon, Fubu, Tubi, or Pluto TV.
The return of Cardenas. That's right, December 18th. 10th and final round. A lot of action in round number 9. They're not slowing down.
Yeah, Soto came back with a more concerted effort, looking to reassert himself, I should say. But Badillo, man, right there, rocked Soto back on his heels. First time we've seen either one of these guys really affected by a shot. It was a right hook at the end of the round that put Soto on his heels.
Last round, guys. Keep it nice and clean.
Referees saying keep it nice and clean. For the most part, they have. Couple clashes of heads, not intentional by either man.
I don't know about you guys at home, but for us, this fight has flown by. Can't believe it's the 10th round already.
It's entertaining. Oh,
Hey,
man.
Badillo is starting to now double and triple and quadruple up on that left uppercut. Soto's laziness to just bend in is costing him.
It's as fast as a jab when he throws that power shot.
Because he's not putting a lot on, and he's snapping it, he's using it to set up other punches. Again, it's classy stuff.
He can't miss now. That southpaw right hook has been a real effective weapon tonight. Good body work there from Soto.
But that step off, he's so good at getting off the ropes with that step off.
It's funny, we talked about the right hook being such a good weapon against the southpaw. Then we saw Badillo use the left hook. Same punch, opposite side.
Strafing body shot. Neither fighter can afford to let this 10th round go. Probably Badillo ahead, but a very close fight.
Yeah, I got Badillo ahead. I think he's really shown his class. He's separated himself.
Second half of the fight, he started to pull away, I think. This fight was tough to tell. It was tough to tell them apart in the first half of the fight, but Badillo's class is shown in the second half of the fight.
Against a world-class opponent, remember that.
And not for a lack of trying on the part of Soto.
Right.
As a matter of fact, in a lot of ways, because he's made Soto pay for that great effort that he's putting forward.
And another thing you got to keep in mind, this is a 10-round fight. Badillo is a 12-round fighter.
Yes.
You know, his obviously title opportunity.
Shot.
That hurt him.
Great shot selection there.
That hurt him. Oh, good body shot again.
Under a minute left to go in round 10.
Badillo going for it.
Badillo looking for the finish.
A lot of time left. 40 seconds to go.
The left hand is starting to take its toll. Soto's hurt.
Soto's been getting hurt at least once the last couple of rounds.
Yeah.
And this time, not only is he hurt, but Badillo's able to put the numbers on him while he's hurt. Soto's undaunted, will come forward though, a lot of heart.
How much is left? He got hit with a lot of punches, head and body, all night long.
Like you said, Badillo's a 12-round fighter. This is a 12-rounder. He may get a late stoppage. 10-rounder may allow Soto to go to distance. Good body shot
10
there.
seconds left. Oh! Yeah, Badillo says, come on! Toe-to-toe, two Mexican warriors just like we expected.
Great fight.
Amazing fight.
Great fight. Incredible performance by Badillo. Both men really good. Badillo really shined.
A ton of respect between these two fighters. Wow. There's a fighter from Mexico City, Erik Badillo.
Look at this finish. How else could this finish? Badillo smiling, telling him to come on. All Badillo the last couple of rounds. Rocked Soto back on his heels at the end of round 9 and had him in real trouble in round 10.
Man, this is what the fans came to see. Badillo all smiles.
Made a statement here tonight against a very, very tough, talented Elwin Soto.
Gentlemen, he's a tough out for any world champion in this weight class.
Oh, yeah.
Period. End of sentence.
Well, I hope he can pack his bag and make sure his passport's up to date.
Japan next up.
Japan, here
Next up is Japan. Place where his opponent, Elwin Soto, fought and was victorious, a former world champion in his own right. Badillo looking for his opportunities. But what else is that? I mean, 19-0, looking fantastic. Great fight tonight. Remember, our influencers, 2 of them are influencer judges. Had Soto ahead, I believe it was the 6th round mark. We'll see what CopyBox has to say about it. The numbers agree with what our eyes told us.
I'm sure the number's going to be off the charts.
Yeah, it was Badillo throwing 787 punches, landing 253 for 32%. Soto 161 out of 618. So low connect percentage for him. Power punches, both are roughly the same. A little bit advantage for Badillo again in percentage, but 222. Body shot 71 to 83. He went to those early and often in this fight, but that's what my eyes told me. Badillo just had a slight advantage in terms of the connect percentage and the aggregate numbers. Question is, do the judges pay the kind of attention we hope?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds, Judge Guillermo scores the bout 98-92. Damas y caballeros, después de 10 vueltas, el juez Guillermo anotó 98-92. Y los jueces Farbstein y Young entre tarjetas idénticas de 99-91. Also, judges Young and Farbstein turned in identical scores of 99-91. In favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision, a favor del ganador por decisión unánime. Still undefeated, Erik Badillo.